guys. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Tate. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Brissett. And he finds Tyler Croft. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Finding some room at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
95, 95.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Now he's forced out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Brissett. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Check 50, check 50.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A second down throw for Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, Brissett. And that's complete to Croft. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Brissett on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Brissett. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. Green. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down throw for Brissett. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. Third quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play fake. Brissett. Left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's complete to Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run it with Carson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And just shutting him off there. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Janikowski adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out now come the Lions. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 61 yards.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Now he's flushed out left. And he fends him off. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
14.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Cool.